Namaste, beautiful soul tribe. 5 signs that you are a healer is our discussion point for today's 365 days of healing. It was a great meme that I saw earlier today, and I thought, wow, this really captures exactly what goes on for anyone who is a natural born healer. And I believe people are natural born healers. And I would go as so far as to say that anyone can invoke their healing capacity, but it seems that there are certainly beings here that you may call them volunteers. They've come from other realms, if you like, to assist Earth at this time for an upgrade of consciousness, often referred to as star seeds. That doesn't mean star seeds are any better than any other entity. It's just that they have been through many universal life lessons. They have really banged their head against the proverbial brick wall so many times that they've woken themselves up. And they have a certain skill set or creative set, if you like, that can assist others to remember who they are, remember that they are also the creator experiencing their own creation. We often refer to these people as healers. So let's have a look at this great meme that I saw. So, 5 signs you are a healer. You have a need to help others. Isn't that just so true? That deep yearning that you have to support others on their journey, not where you want to even necessarily be the leader or the teacher, rather that you can almost empathize for the suffering that they're experiencing. And you know that you have the toolkit, the resources, the simple ways. When you're a natural healer, it's always about simplicity. It's always in the simple ways that you can offer uh, insight for people to remember who they are, to just put bare earth on the bare feet on the earth, to get out in the sun, to eat organic, to eat high vibrational foods, grown by the sun, watered by the rain, to think loving thoughts towards yourself, to have time for creativity, to have time for rest, to have time for imagination through the imaginative process, how we activate the third eye chakra to create our own reality from the unseen realms into the third dimensional seen realm. So, very simplistic things. And you just have that need to help others. You're not the sort of person that can just walk on by and just go, well, they'll figure it out. And that may be part of your training too as a healer, to go, well, actually, sometimes they didn't ask for help, so I can't interfere. I have to honor people's free will. And sometimes it's about stepping back, even though you have the need to help others, stepping back and allowing those people to have their own direct experience and learn their own universal life lessons that are inherent for all of us. And it's okay sometimes to let people go on that journey, but you definitely have a deep need to help others. We call that service to others as opposed to service to self. If you look at the realm of polarity and the two ends of the spectrum, the service to others people are those healers, star seeds, light workers. So let's have a look at the next one. You suffer from anxiety and depression. Well, it doesn't sound great, does it? But it's very much synonymous with being a healer. Because you're an empath, you feel the frequencies that are operating within the collective, and you feel that fear-based reptilian brain activation that's going on for, I would say, the majority. I mean, I can't say anymore because consciousness has upgraded so much in the past 18 months, but certainly used to be the majority that were operating out of fear, that were trying to control outcomes, weren't living in the present moment in a state of grace and a state of trust that they would always be looked after. So that's anxiety. And the depression, of course, is feeling the collective pain, feeling the collective trauma, feeling the collective grief, obviously experiencing it yourself, your own life journey. Sometimes just for healers, star seeds, just being in the third dimension because you have come from other realms, maybe less dense realms of consciousness, and you've come here to volunteer to serve humanity at this time. So just that downgrade, if you like, of dimensional frequency can make you feel very depressed. Absolutely, it can. So it's something to be honored within yourself. If you suffer, or maybe I shouldn't use the word suffer, but if you experience anxiety and depression, to make peace with that. It's okay. You're a feeling being. Part of the technology of being human, unlike any other entity in the galaxies, you have a very powerful heart space. Not all beings have the ability to love. That's the unique side of being human. And of course, you can get overwhelmed by your big heart and by your feeling centers. So it's always knowing how to transmute anything that's of a lower vibration, but certainly feeling is the way through into the ascended realms. And the next one there, you have psychic abilities. Absolutely. Your ability to read energy, to intuit, to know when someone's about to call you, to predict events. There will be a range of your psychic abilities, but the fact is, we're all psychic. It's just whether we trust it or not. But certainly, healers have enough confirmation going on every day. I was like, yeah, I knew that. I am psychic. That again doesn't mean you're better than anyone else, but it's a gift. And if you know how to use your gifts, whilst it can be overwhelming, sometimes we've got to ask, whether it be our star family, our galactic family, angels, guides, loved ones who have crossed over. Sometimes we have to say, hey, I need some rest. I'm going to sleep on the couch. You need to stop with the downloads, the uploads. I can't take it anymore. Sometimes you can ask for that psychic center to be shut down, but you know how to use it. You know how to, in particular, use that gift to serve the greater consciousness. So it's a beautiful thing. And you need time, alone time. Oh, wow. So true. So true. You need that alone time because that's when you're really transmuting any of these frequencies that you've picked up in the collective that need integrating and alchemizing. Really, when we talk about ascension, we talk about moving from lead based technology into gold technology or carbon into crystalline. It is the ascension pathway that we're all on, and we're just somewhere on that journey, on that continuum of consciousness. But healers are here to assist the collective to transmute, and you definitely need alone time. You're very sensitive to energy because you're psychic. You can read people's thoughts, read people's frequencies. It gets too much sometimes. You're not good at inane chit chat. You're not good at just the small talk. You don't like gossiping. You much prefer to be alone or maybe with animals, where you're in a pure unconditional love frequency and where you can commune with the prime creator. So lots of alone time definitely required. So again, there's nothing wrong with you if you like alone time. If you don't like partying, unless you're with the right kind of people, then don't make yourself wrong. Just accept who you are. It's a perfect experience. And the final one, you are sensitive to moods and energy of others. Well, I've kind of just covered that because that's why you need the alone time, right? You can pick up on everyone's frequencies. And I think, too, to speak to that, healers have to learn not to make anyone else wrong, because you get almost like a cringe when you're around certain people because of their resonance, their frequency, the way that they think, the way that they speak about others, the way they speak about themselves, the way they see the world. They may be all doom and gloom, all negative all the time. So it's learning as a healer to be the observer to that rather than to judge that person and make them wrong. Because as soon as a healer judges someone, they immediately get the throwback of energy. They feel that darkness shroud them straight away because we're not judgmental people, we're loving people. But of course, people cause us some angst because we don't wish to be like they are. We see how they're creating their own reality through their negativity. So that fine line between judgment and discernment, and again, why we need to spend time alone to pull back out of those spaces and to recalibrate ourselves and to fill our own cup first. And really, for the healer, it's always making yourself the first client of the day, filling your own cup until the energy overflows. And it's the overflow of energy that really does serve the collective. So, yeah, I thought those 5 points were so apt. And I guarantee if you're watching this, then you're relating to every single one of those points. So, much love to you all. Beautiful healers, anchoring the light here. You are seen and you are adored and loved in more ways than even my words can express. Namaste, everyone.